fix it. Nessa, welcome in. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Brent, how are you, Brent? How's it going? How's everyone doing today? How's everybody doing? How's it going? I tried to go outside, but it was way too loud and it was windy, and some type of bird has made a nest on the porch and they were flipping out because I was out there. How's everybody doing today? How y'all feeling? Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. How y'all doing today? It's always weird when I'm inside. It's weird when I'm inside. It's too quiet. It's too quiet when I'm inside. Waldy, how's it going? How's everybody doing today? How y'all feeling? Lionheart, welcome in. Shantae, how's it going, beautiful? How are you today? How you doing? How you feeling? Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that is. Welcome in. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, guys. Got me some coffee. I didn't bring my mud water with me, so I'm sipping on coffee. Got my coffee. It's cold in here. My family like to have it on Arctic blast. It's not even that hot outside. I want to be outside. Marnie, why are you all up in my face? Brent, thank you for liking it live. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What are you doing? Marnie wouldn't say hi. Marnie got in trouble because she snuck outside the gate and she went on a little excursion and I had to look for her. She got me. She don't listen. If anybody would like a dog. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brent. I didn't even notice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Movie night. Monday movie night. Monday movie night. It's too quiet in here. I can't play music because I'm dual streaming. And YouTube be tripping about it. I guess I could play, I don't know. Jess, welcome in. Let's see what's on TV. How are you? Welcome in, guys. Thank you for the thumbs up. How are you doing? I am dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. Bondix, welcome in. I got Marnie in the background. She's been acting up today. How's everybody doing today? How you feeling? How you doing, Pac-Man 0812? How are you doing today? Good morning, good afternoon. Let's see. Now, when I come into town, I get better reception. I'm connected to the grid, but I'm disconnected from nature. It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. I'd much rather be connected to nature. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? If you're new here, YouTube peeps, my name is Tabitha. Tabby, you can call me Tabby or Tab. Giannis, how you doing, Giannis? Welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the heart, me. How's everything going, Giannis? outside, try to go back outside. My day is going good. My day is going very, very well. Elevated, how's it going? How are you? How you feeling? Gonna mosey up over the tube? Alright, alright. I don't think I'm gonna be on live for very long on TikTok. Just, I'm gonna do my little 30 minutes and CDMX vlog 5012. How are you? Welcome in. You was doing live yesterday? How was it, Janice? Senior lullaby? I don't know. What lullaby you want? Time for breakfast? What you having? What you gonna eat? Today is Taco Tuesday. You gonna have some tacos? Well, not for breakfast. You can have breakfast tacos. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday was May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. Physics bro, good afternoon. How are you? At the beginning, good at lives and not so good. Oh, what happened, Giannis? What happened? May the 4th be with you. Roadman, good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing today? How's it going? Yes, he did, Tom. I'm a believer. There's quite a few believers in here. We're some Christ followers. Today, the 5th, yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. If you haven't paid your rent, guys, you got some late fees rolling in. Brother man, how's it going? What are you doing? Visiting family. Happened the fact that I invited in my life and energetic. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you know how to get them out of there when that happens, Janice? Yeah, we can. Y'all want to do it this morning? Usually I don't play it during the day, but we can play it. I'll be on a TikTok for a little bit, and then when I get off, if y'all want to play, we can play. You know. How you doing, Saida? How are you? Let's type. How's it going, Gary? Welcome in. Veronica, how's it going? How you doing? How you feeling? I just told that person to leave because I started to feel that she was taken out. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My day is going good. My day is going good, Gary. You changed your profile picture. How you doing, sir? Amelia, how's it going? I'm good, Veronica. I'm doing good. I wanted to be outside, but it was very windy, and then some type of bird made a nest on the porch, and I guess the mama started freaking out when I went on the porch, so I was like, oh, let me give you back your space. And I came back inside. Amen, power couple, how's it going? Let God do his will. So I came back inside. Oh man, I'm trying to pull myself up on the TV so I can see if I can watch my own self live. Thank you, Saide. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. I talked to Yo-Yo this morning. She's still living her best life. I told her, I said, I miss you giving me a hard time. She said, no, you don't. She's doing good. She's still hanging out. She said she's having fun. So I'm happy about that. Sorry, y'all, clicking noise. You seen a bird doing a mating dance in your backyard for about 15 minutes? Really? I bet you that was. Oh, yeah, I see myself. It's a little bit of delay. That's funny. It's like very funny. We talk about all kinds of stuff, Vienna. All kinds of stuff. I'm usually outside and spending time in nature because I live in the woods, but I'm visiting family, so I'm indoors. Jordan, how's it going? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Carl. You won't be on TikTok? Where are you going, Carl? Yaya is doing good. She's doing very good. That was a lot of energy not to get the prize. Robert, how's it going? Fiona, where are you tuning in from? Mick, welcome in from Sweden. But you've been living in Japan? Really? Do you mind me asking what part of Japan are you in? Are you studying over there or that's that's cool. I want to go to Japan. I'm from the US, Fiona, but I want to visit Japan. That's one of my places on my list. Oh, I'm so sorry, Carl. I am from the US. I'm in Texas, Saide. She's doing good, Janice. She's studying for her exam. She took one of her exams that she needed. She has 3 more she has to take. Your brother, I remember you telling me that. Is he enjoying it? You got a sponsorship to teach? That's wonderful. Like, was it like a major like culture shock when you went there, when you started living there, or is it pretty easy to? Michael Tired, welcome in. I am dual streaming, guys. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. Okay, so just know if I'm talking to other people, they're not in the live. They're from another live. You're from France. Welcome in. What part of France you from? I see you, Prince Murphy. Thank you, Saeed. Michael, welcome in. That's cool. How long is your brother gonna be there? 13. Very different, but people are nice. There's a lot of foreigners, and we help each other out. And it's like living in a small. Oh, that's cool. In a big city. You live in Osaka. Okay, that's cool. I was drinking coffee, Saturday. I've been here. I come on every day, Michael. Derek, welcome in. Every day, twice a day. Marcel, that's cool. Wow. So you have community and friends. That's good. That makes that makes it so much more enjoyable, much more easy when you have friends. Dad Drums, how you been? That is very cool. Do you think you would plan on like staying there, like living there permanently, or would you go back home? It's okay, Michael. I'm here every day in the afternoon and the evening. In the evening, I come on around 8:30. Hamilton, how's it going? Took the bullet train from Osaka to Kobe and back. Wow. How long did it? How short was that trip? I want to go to U.S. eventually. Oh, your boyfriend lives there. What state is he in? Has gone longer? Probably. I haven't had a haircut in a while. I have never been to France. I like to travel. There's so many places I want to go. Oh, he's in El Paso, Texas. I'm in Texas, but I'm a bit away from El Paso. I've been to El Paso before. Yeah. You I was watching your liquid and it didn't shake. That's so cool. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Your liquid didn't shake. That's funny. Long distance relationship, yeah, yeah, it is. I've done the long distance thing before. It's not fun at all. It is not fun. You guys are very, very far away from each other, and in different time zones too. Takes a lot of effort. Uh, does he get to come visit you, Fiona, or do you get to visit him often? Alaska is finally in springtime. That's cool. What kind of native wildflowers are there, Michael? Aslan, welcome in. You guys have fireweed, right? It's kind of like fuchsia color flowers. I see you, Saide. Thank you for the love. We met in Japan, but his visa, oh, that's so difficult. Oh, I hope that you guys can be reunited, Fiona, soon, because I know that that's very difficult. For 1 year, oh, yeah, it takes a lot of work. Kudos to you for the effort that you put in trying to stay together. Friends, let me know. Oh, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. What is what's the native flowers for France? Like what kind of flowers you guys got? Gus, welcome in. How is it as far as like the living prices, the cost of living, Fiona, there where you are? Is it pretty reasonable? Is it expensive? James Ball, welcome in. Everything in Alaska. You love France, very beautiful country. So you are very well traveled, Fiona. I like to travel. I have a passport, but I don't get to use it as much as I would like to. I want to go all over the place. More cheaper than Europe, but things are getting expensive. So you will travel, Fiona. What's like what other countries have you traveled to? Michael said, use it. I want to. Yeah, that's my dog, Marnie. Man, I feel like she has something on her. Sorry, y'all. Stop being scared. I'm not scared. I am not scared. Maybe my family is, but I'm not scared. I'm in Texas, Abel. Milton, welcome back from London. I remember you. I see you, Abdullah. Thank you for the compliments. How are you? I see you, Nick. Mostly Western Europe and Japan and Los Angeles when I was 6. Cool. I see you, Yukon. Recreational travel has already been curtailed 7% since March in the USA. Costs of travel are much higher. Um, I haven't. I've been to the Caribbean, places like that. I've been to Mexico quite a few times. I've been to Dominican. You know, area is not that far, but I want to go to. I want to go to Japan. I would like to go to Switzerland, different parts of Europe. Yeah, I like to travel. I live in Texas, but I've lived in different states, Florida and California. I like the mountains, so any place that has mountains, I want to go see. Thank you, Abdullah. to visit America. It looks beautiful, but also U.S. has very beautiful places. Yeah. So last year I took a trip to Washington and in Iceland. I did want to go to Iceland. I went to hike Mount Rainier, and it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I kind of got emotional when I went up to the top of the mountain because it started snowing, and I was just like, "This is so beautiful." I was hugging trees, talking to the trees. You visited America once? Where did you visit, Nick? Israel, welcome in. How are you? Micah said, "Go, don't wait. Go, sister, don't wait." R1, the melody, how are you? Good evening to you. Go everywhere, you're welcome. Thank you, Michael. Philip, welcome in. My birthday is July 4th, Friday, California. Yeah, I really like to travel. I like to try different food. That's the main thing. Like when I travel, I like meeting people, you know. As shy as I am, I like to meet people, talk to people, eat different food. I think that's why I like cruises too, because you walking around, let's say you're in a cruise for like 5 days, you're walking around, you're gonna bump into the same people. And you get to chatting and you form a little friendship while you're on the ship, and you get to learn about people, like where they come from and just their lives. I think it's cool. I'm doing good, R1. I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. It's very chill. It is chill. It's very dry over there. It's very, very dry. It's like desert climate. But it's cool. It's been a while. I think the last time mm, me and Yaya and Maria went a long time ago. You lived in Los Angeles for 3 years? Well, when you were 6? Oh. So are you from the US? Like where were you born, Fiona? Good food, Michael? I see you, Saturday. You love Texas, Michael? But you're in Alaska, right? Vets, thank you for the follow. Tall man, welcome in. Sorry guys, I'm dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. I'm talking to the people on YouTube. I used to live in Denver. I don't like the elevation or dryness, and I don't miss the snow. Was it a lot of snow, Veronica? You're currently in Italy. That's cool. You're very well traveled too, Nick. This morning I woke up and my nose was bleeding, and I think I struggle with the dry air because at home, I don't have the AC inside the house, and here they run the AC, and my sinuses, I guess, too dry. Born in Sweden, but my dad worked for an American company, and for 3 years we moved for some reason. I don't know why, but born in Sweden. Oh, okay, that's cool. So do you like to travel? Do you enjoy traveling, Fiona? I see you, Sunday. I appreciate you. Lens, my day is going very well. Happy Tuesday to you. I appreciate you asking. Working related. Cool. Are you enjoying it in Italy, Nick? Yeah, I like to travel. You was just in Hawaii? How long were you there, Michael? It's a beautiful country. Thank you, Simon. Simon. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. It's, the thing is, snow is pretty at first, but once they shovel the side of the road, dark and dirty, it does not look nice anymore. Then I'm ready for sun to come out, but it's cloudy and gloomy. Aw, I love it there, Nick. Traveling, but now I'm saving up to go to the U.S. What kind of like climate weather do you like, Fiona? You like heat? You like kind of mild weather? Do you like snow? Couple weeks? That's cool. Did you enjoy your trip? Can we go live? What do you mean, Bonix? Especially in Rome? So last year, me and my boyfriend went to climb Mount Fuji and went to Kyoto. Went around Japan. That sounds like a lot of fun. How was Mount Fuji? You like cold climates? Oh, okay. Can you deal with the heat though? Because El Paso is hot. The summertime is very, very hot. Joy, how you doing? I didn't see you come in, Mr. Pendergrass. How are you? Attention for a coffee? I don't have WhatsApp. Sorry. I'm sorry. Gregorio, welcome in. I am doing very good. How have you been? What's going on with you? How you doing? How things going? But maybe I like warm now. If you're lucky enough to see Mount Fuji. I like mountains. I'm a big fan of mountains. So I was born in Texas, lived in California as a little girl, and I remember where we lived kind of like off in a valley, and it was surrounded by mountains, and it was so beautiful. Michael, thank you for the rose. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Mount Fuji. It's very beautiful. Good climb, but got sick from the altitude. Oh, the picture's mine. Oh, okay. Cool 13. I want to see it. Complain, although I got into it with a guy in Germantown. Oh, fractured. Oh, y'all got into like a physical altercation, Gregorio? Come on, welcome in. Oh, I'm sorry, Gregorio. 13, you've been to Japan, right? Is overcrowded? Oh, he brought it to me. I didn't go to him. Dang, Gregorio, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I hope you heal up quickly. Okay, Fiona, I appreciate you. It was nice chatting with you. Anytime you want to come back, I stream live daily in the afternoon and the evenings, but I enjoy talking with you. Sorry if I asked you so many questions. I hope you get a good night's rest. So I want to go back. Where did you go visit 13? Oh, okay. Well, I hope you rest well, Fiona. Pure-hearted person, that is why. Oh, thank you, Nick. I'm just on here to, meet people, spread love and light. I'm usually outside, but I'm in town visiting family. Tokyo, I want to see Okinawa. I want to see Okinawa too. You know what I was reading about Okinawa? That surprisingly, they don't eat a lot of fish. They eat a lot of pork there. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you for subscribing. Supersonic, how's it going? Welcome in. How are you, Supersonic? I'm doing good. Just X. How are you doing today? Yeah, I was reading that Okinawans, they don't eat a lot of fish. You would think they eat a lot of fish, but they eat a lot of pork there. Nothing much, Supersonic. I'm dual streaming. I'm on YouTube too. Sushi, rice ball. I like Japanese food. I would assume the fish. Yeah, they eat a lot of pork there. I was reading too that Japanese people don't eat a lot of fruit. That fruit is expensive over there, but they don't eat a lot of fruit. I'm like, man, all I do is eat fruit. Thank you, Just X. I appreciate you. Where are you tuning in from? You want to be my boyfriend, live for truth? Good day to you, Mr. Friend. How's it going? Have you had your tea for the day? Rev, Dr. JC, blessings to you. I am doing very good, Mr. Friend. Doing very good. Costco ran out of food in Hawaii. They got Costco in Hawaii? Oh, you've been fighting the allergies. Yesterday I Took a nasal spray and I meant to bring it with me, but I forgot it. I see you, Sabe. Thank you. Colorado Springs for the mountains. How green is it there, James? I like places that are real green. Caribbean man, welcome in. You was so upset? Man, Costco and Walmart, they everywhere. Thank you, Rev. I appreciate that. You gonna have tea just now? How is it raining? Their food is lightweight. All the way from Africa, South Africa. I'm from the US. My bird would eat a custard tart while I have tea, really? How's rainy? What time is it here? It is 12:04 p.m. Hot Wings, how's it going? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I feel weird. I tried to go outside, but it was windy. It seemed like it calmed down, but there's some bird made their little nest on the porch and they freaked out when I went outside, so I came back inside. I don't like being inside. I want to go outside. It's cold in here too, but it's okay. I'm just gonna be here for some days and I'm gonna go back to my little part in the woods. The nice thing about here, we don't have to worry about the reception dropping. I'm connected to the grid, connected to the Wi-Fi, but disconnected from nature. Gerald, how are you? Welcome in. Good day to you, Gerald and Karen. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Y'all gonna get some tacos? Y'all gonna get some tacos for Taco Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo? Get you a margarita. What am I up to today? Just hanging out with family. Yaya wants to go play bingo. There are no places around here. I gotta find where I could take her to go play. Is a trade in the city? Yeah, it is. I'm having a blessed day, Gerald. I'm having a good day. Dinner is too early for dinner. It's the afternoon. Come to visit South Africa, the wild animals, mountain cats. Mountain cats is your house pet? Really? What's their name? Yeah, I came to hang out with my family. Talk to my mama. You know those early morning talks? Me and my mom, we had the early morning talks and the late night talks, when it's all kind of quiet in the house. Usually. All right, Michael, I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me. Troy, how's it going? My Lord, welcome in. Scar from the line? No. Really? Your cat's name is Scar? You just have one or you have multiple? I'm doing good, LaTroy. I'm doing very good. I am having a blessed day. I appreciate that. Blessings to you. Ron from San Bernardino. How are you, Ron? No, it's early. It's early. Yeah, those late night talks with mom. She's always worrying about me, you know. Tell her mama my nose bleeding. She starts asking questions. You miss your mom? Oh, thank you, Ronald. Mafia, welcome in. My dad was calling yesterday while I was still at home at the tiny house. He was calling. He called me a bunch of times. I know it wasn't an emergency because if it was an emergency, his lady would call me. But I couldn't really answer it because, my reception. I was getting a phone call and then it would drop. And then he called last night when I was on live. I have one pet to our church, believe the cat. All right, Mr. Friend, I hope you enjoy your tea. God bless you. God bless Rainy. Thank you, Joel. I appreciate you. Thank you, Brand, for the finger heart. It's all real green and big herds of, is it It's hard for me to see the horses. I live with my daughters. I have two girls, but I'm in town visiting family. My daughter, she goes back and forth. She go back and forth. She needs internet, good, decent internet right now because she's studying for her exams. You made sun tea for the first time yesterday. Lipton black tea. Did you put some lemon in it? Did you put lemon in your tea, Felix, bro? Yes, Mafia. Yes. Oh dear, we got a bunch of deer out here too. I was looking for land in Colorado, James, but in some counties they have issues. Like people that try to live off grid, they get messed with. So they kind of like put a halt to my looking over there. My daughter, she's good. I have two girls. No lemon, just sugar. I have two girls. I had to add lemon. So there's I have kind of like a not so good story about sweet tea. So if I'm gonna drink sweet tea, I gotta add lemon. They're home. Well, my oldest one is done with school, and the youngest one a homeschooler. Tom Hick, welcome in. Can you be the stepdad? How I know that you're a good person. I made sun tea, the glass jug busted from the Texas heat. Whoa, that is hot. Ryan, welcome in. Good morning to you. How are you? Sorry I missed your comment. Where are you tuning in from, Ryan? Whole lemon slice in the tea. I squeezed some and then I put the whole lemon slice in there. How you doing, OG Kicks? Man, so it was one summer. You remember that, Brent? It was so hot in Texas. People were baking bread in their mailboxes. Palmdale, California. I'm doing very, very good. How's that weather over there, Ryan? I'm from the U.S. I'm in Texas. Man, that is hot. You know what I want to either get or build? I want to get a solar oven. I'm sure you can easily build one, Brent. You just need to build a box. Put like something shiny in there, foil or something like that. I can't remember what else they use. And then you put like a glass over it. There's your solar oven. Yeah, I'm doing multi-streams. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. Cold out here? No, I'm more north. It's perfect in South Jersey today. You can use cardboard. You're from Solomon Islands. Cool. All right, James. I hope you have a blessed day. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out with me. Yeah, I want to get a solar oven. As hot as it get in Texas, I could be cooking while the sun is shining. Express meal. Yeah. You don't have TikTok? It's okay, Nick. I come on YouTube every day. Yeah, build a little solar oven. Use for the solar oven. If you're in an area that gets a lot of sun like Texas, you could use that. You can definitely get the sun, harvest that energy, use it to help you out. Make some turkey neck bones and some rice. Yeah, maybe the rice, the turkey neck bones. I'm not a fan of that. My mama liked the neck bones. She liked all that stuff. Neck bones, oxtails, some of that stuff. I'm like, Mama, what is this? What's my favorite food? I like seafood. Seafood and fruit. I eat meat probably because I feel like I have to because I have anemia. But it's not my favorite thing to eat, but I still eat it. But I eat Fish, I eat sardines. I like sardines. I know a lot of people don't like sardines, but I like sardines. Some brands better than others, you know. Some you can definitely taste the difference. But I like sardines. I like different types of fish. I like shrimp, seafood, and stuff. Katang, lengua. Happy belated birthday. You eat tacos de lengua with maíz o de harina? What kind of tortillas you had? Do I like crab? Yes, I do. When Yaya was little, I think she would eat cow tongue tacos. Yeah. Louis. That's so funny, cow tongue. That's not my cup of tea, but last night, you know, we were watching, so we watched Anaconda on TikTok, and Yaya, she came out, she said she still wants to try snake meat. It's soul food, food is good for you, fish, red snapper. For the, ready for the disco party? Where the party at? What's a one bedroom apartment in Texas Pride? I don't know, Shampoo Beard, because it's been so long. I've been in my tiny house for almost 11 years. It's been a long time since I rented. I don't know what the prices is now. I know it's expensive. Yeah, last time I was renting, I mean, I was living downtown. I had a loft. That was already expensive, but I don't know what the average. Chicken cook slowly and wine. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Thank you guys for the likes. That sounds very good. I like soul food sides, you know, like greens and all the casseroles and stuff like that. But the meat, not so much. But I'm just not a big meat eater. The sound is low. I can put my microphone on, make it easier for you guys. Thank you, Rev. I appreciate that. Is it better? Can y'all hear me better? My dad used to eat sardines and crackers and mustard. I would eat it only because he did. I did everything he did. Oh, you should have some, Veronica. Am I like vegan? I'm not vegan. Um, there was a time that I was fruitarian, but I'm not vegan. I just don't eat a lot of meat just because I don't like it. Sometimes like I cook meat. Like one day last week, I had some Angus meatballs and some bok choy. I made like something or whatever. It looked very good. I was eating it, and as soon as I bit into the meatball, I was like, I could have made it without this meat. It would have tasted better. I don't know. Sometimes I can deal with the meat. Sometimes I just. You a vegetarian for 5 years? How was your experience? Can you still hear me? Maybe I gotta charge it. Hello, hello. Sound dropped again. I think I gotta charge it. I forget to charge it. Being a vegetarian also a good thing. I feel good. So one of the things I struggle with, you guys, if you've been hanging out here with me for a while, is anemia. Manuel, welcome in. My first 2 years, cool. Last 2 years I struggled because that's when they started changing the meatless products, way more processed stuff. Next time I'm with him, I'll have sardines. Aw. So like oxtails, no, I don't like oxtails. I've given them a try, but it's just not my cup of tea. But with that being said, it's because I'm not a big fan of eating meat. Like I'll have steak, I'll have grilled chicken sometimes, but I don't. I couldn't see me eating meat every day. I would get tired of it. Sometimes the smell, I'm just like, oh, it smells like animal. I like fish. I could eat fish every day. Herbal treatment in Jamaica for anemia. No medications. You want to marry me, Manuel? Yeah, with a black mom. I don't like found the organic product. Or just in marketing? Yeah. Yeah, you're very right about that. They all spray with stuff. Elijah, welcome in. Yeah, with the black mama, I don't like oxtails and neck bones and stuff like that. So growing up, I just wanted, my mom said I just wanted to eat salad and fruit. She would trip out because I would eat tomatoes like eating an apple. And the family, her family would be like, you see her, she eating that tomato like that? I just, and my sister, she likes meat. She would, so we would trade sometimes dinner. I give her my meat. She give me her vegetables. I like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and all that kind of stuff. And my mom would say that that's my other side. But I'm just not a big meat eater. I've never been a big meat eater. And then when I got sick, I went away. I think when I was 9, I went out of town, stayed with family, friends of the family, and they ate a lot of meat. And some kind of way, I ended up getting sick. I got H. pylori. I had to be on a bunch of antibiotics, and that just really put me off toward meat. Like I struggled eating meat after that. I'll give anything a chance, but I just don't. When I was doing the fruitarian diet, I was very healthy and my anemia went away. I don't know why that is, but my mom and my family like, you gotta eat meat for your anemia, but I eat meat and I guess my body is not absorbing it. I don't know what it is, but it's not really doing me any good. I eat it, but I eat meat, I eat beef, I eat steak pretty regularly. I've tried liver. Ooh. Me and Yaya, we ate liver. I was not a fan, but I tried it. It was vegan. For the last 15 years, how has it been, Nick? I'm from Texas. I'm from the U.S. Hardest challenge of my life to go a week without eating meat. I'm doing good, Michael. I'm doing very good. That fruit tray you had last night was all that. It was good. I left like a few strawberries for this morning. I couldn't finish it all. Solo 750, how you doing? I do eat both. When I do eat the meat, I'll eat both. Like, let's say like if I eat steak, I'll have mashed potatoes or sweet potato or something, some type of green like broccoli or Brussels sprouts or green beans. Liver and onions? Oh, I tried. I was getting it from the farmer's market too. And I tried. I was not a fan of it. Brent. Helps with the iron. Yeah, I do. I drink orange juice, but I've been thinking about maybe just getting me some like vitamin C gummies or something like that to help with that too. I like meatloaf. Yeah, I was been thinking about it because I don't always have orange juice. So I've thought about getting some like vitamin C tablets or gummies or something. I'm doing good, so I'm doing very good. Try to keep my body in an alkaline state. Take better care of ourselves, our bodies. I try to, Supersonic. I try to. Shampoo Beer says, I bring natural herbs for Jamaica for high blood pressure, cholesterol, and anemia. That's cool, diabetes. That's very cool. What's your favorite? What are some of your favorite herbs to work with, Shampoo Beer? Vitamin A, C, and D tablets and take it daily. I'm in Texas. I'm in the U.S. Thank you guys for liking the live. I'm in Texas in the U.S. Look at Marnie. Look at the chick. Look at them feet sticking up. The foods like bell peppers are high in vitamins. The orange juice. Joy, welcome back in. She chilling on her back. No, I'm not in H-Town. I'm one north. I'm one north. She living her best life. How a dog sleep like that? She don't got no cares in the world. No cares whatsoever. She just chilling. Man, I just got news. There's been like a mass shooting. One of the places that I frequent. You can buy it at the Whole Food. I'm doing good, Jay. How are you? Increase the iron in your blood. Man. Hashim, welcome in. She living the best life, no job, and someone feeding her every day. Yeah, she got it going on. She had a nice little breakfast today. I see you, Brandon. Thank you. I gave her kibble, but I also put some bone broth in there and little bits of like from steak. Yeah, she had a nice little breakfast. I'm doing good, Hashem. ¿Cómo estás, Fernando? How you doing, Fernando? Fernando, dealing with work people had to come. Aw, I hope your work day goes well, Jay. Heavy, welcome in. I am from the U.S., from Texas. Fernando. Lucy, you want to say hi? Here's my other fur baby. Lucy G. Fair. Here's my other fur baby. This is the one that listens to me. She's the one that listens to me. Her loves me. This month, so Ilse turned 5 in March, but this month I got her in the month of May. This will be 5 years of me having her. I got Ilse from the animal shelter. She was a little runt. I'm in Texas. French food very well. I'll treat you. Aw, that's so nice, Nick. Yeah, I got Ilse from the animal shelter. Rosario, welcome in. How are you? Ilse was the little runt of the litter. I think she's technically kind of small for a cat. She's only like 7 pounds. I've seen some cats, they're huge. Working people has good and bad days, yeah. Did you look it up, Broadway? I wish I could see something blue. The cat looks scary. She's not scary. She's sweet. Yeah, it was in K-Town. That's so sad. Money, stop it. It sucks because I go to that area, buy groceries and go get food and the bakery and stuff like that. I was planning on going that way this week. It's so sad. That's so sad. I don't know why. No, I keep forgetting, Jay. Keep reminding me. I will look it up. Maria, how are you? Welcome in. I know shampoo beard. It's herbal alternatives to everything. So do you also use herbs too? Shampoo beard for like your skincare and hygiene and stuff? You have a horse? What kind of horse you have? Daddy Cobra, welcome in. Yeah, it happened in K-Town. There was a shooting. They said 5 people were wounded. Tin Man, welcome in. How's it going? How are you? G Easy Global, welcome in. That's so sad. Alright, y'all, let's see if we can find some science articles. Oscar, how's it going? I am in my 50s and don't even have grays. That's cool. Don't even have grays. They say, I was reading, if you're deficient in copper and zinc, you can start graying prematurely. Okay, y'all ready for science time with Tabby? Science time with Ruby? Chad, welcome in. Science time with Tabby. S4M Cruz, how's it going? Science Daily with Tabby. With Tabitha. Not Tabitha, Tabitha. Science time with Tabitha. Y'all ready? Can y'all hear me? Clarence, welcome in. How's it going? Science time with Tabitha. Physicist, so this one is from Science Daily. It was released May the 3rd. You're in your father's farm? Okay, May 3rd. It says, physicists just found a tiny flaw in time itself. You know, I like reading about the time. Physicists just found a tiny flaw in time itself. Quantum weirdness. That's what they got. Quantum weirdness may be quietly blurring time itself, offering a tantalizing clue to the universe's deepest laws. Yeah, Alec, how's it going? Okay. Physicists are rethinking one of quantum mechanics' biggest puzzles: how fuzzy possibilities become definite reality. New research suggests that spontaneous collapse processes possibly linked to gravity could subtly blur time itself. This wouldn't affect clocks we use today, but it reveals a hidden limit to how precise time can ever be. The findings open a new path toward uniting quantum physics with gravity. Okay. Quantum mechanics is famous for its strange and often counterintuitive ideas. At very small scale, particles do not behave like everyday objects. Instead, they can exist in multiple states at once, a concept known as superposition. Physicists describe this behavior using a mathematical object called a wave function. Yet this picture clashes with what we observe in daily life, where objects occupy one definite place or state at a time. To resolve this, scientists usually propose that when a quantum system is measured or interacts with an observer, its wave function collapses into a single outcome. African tulips. I'm gonna look that up. Clarence, how you doing? Out of body, really, Jay? Okay. Now, with support from the Foundation Questions Institute, an international group of physicists has taken a closer look at alternative explanations known as quantum collapse models. Their findings suggest these ideas could have surprising consequences for how time itself behaves, including tiny limits on how precisely it can be measured. This research, published in Physical Review Research, also offers a possible way to test these models against standard quantum theory. What we did was to take seriously the idea that collapse models may be linked to gravity. And we then asked a very concrete question: what does this imply for time itself? You're not good with physics? It's okay, Nick. We just all learning together. Wave function and fascinated? Okay. In the 1980s, researchers began developing theories in which wave function collapse happens spontaneously without requiring observation or measurement. Unlike traditional interpretations of quantum mechanics, which mainly offer different ways of thinking about the same equations, these collapse models make predictions that could in principle be tested experimentally. Bartolotti and colleagues is a bunch of names. Examine two leading versions of these models. One is the Dialsil-Penrose model, which has long proposed a connection between gravity and the collapse of the wave function. The other is continuous spontaneous localization. In their new work, the researchers established a quantitative relationship between this second model and fluctuations in space-time caused by gravity. You learning? Since I started using herbal treatment, I stopped wearing glasses and blood pressure. Wow, that's very good, Shampoo Beard. Sumabro, how you doing? Okay. Their analysis shows that if these collapse models accurately describe reality, then time itself cannot be perfectly exact. Perfectly exact. Instead, it would contain an extremely small level of inherent uncertainty. This would set a fundamental limit on how precise any clock could ever be. That is something I've kind of like considered before. How precise, like we measure in time, but how precise can it actually be? Once you do the calculation, the answer is clear and surprisingly reassuring. Importantly, the effect is far too small to impact any current technology. Even the most advanced atomic clocks would not detect it. The uncertainty is many orders of magnitude below anything we can currently measure, so it has no practical consequence for everyday timekeeping. Our results explicitly show that modern timekeeping technologies are entirely unaffected. For decades, physicists have been trying to unify quantum mechanics with gravity. Each theory works extremely well within its own domain. Quantum mechanics describes the behavior of particles at microscopic scales, while general relativity explains how gravity shapes the large scale structure of the universe, including stars and galaxies. However, the two frameworks treat time in very different ways. That was such a very weird comment. Thank you. I'm not a science teacher, Nick. I just like reading science articles. Thank you, 13. That was so strange. Spencer, how you doing? Mm-mm. Okay, back to science time. Okay, okay. That was so strange. I don't think I've ever, maybe when I first started coming on live, I got somebody arguing with me about my response of what my race was, but I've never, that is so strange. They gotta take that up with God because God made me how I am. AB, how's it going? I do watch TED Talks. I do watch TED Talks. Thank you, 13. Okay, okay. Okay, in standard quantum mechanics, time is treated as an external classical parameter that is not affected by quantum systems but being studied. In contrast, general relativity describes time as something that can stretch and bend under the influence of mass and energy. The uncertainty in many orders of magnitude below anything we can measure, so it has no practical consequence of everyday time period. By building on earlier ideas, the quantum mechanics might be part of a deeper theory. The new research points to possible links between quantum behavior, gravity, and the flow of time itself. So, Catalina emphasized the importance of exploring unconventional ideas in physics. There are many there are not many foundations. So there are not many foundations in the world which are supporting research on these type of fundamental questions about the universe, space-time, and matter. Our work shows that even radical ideas about quantum mechanics can be tested against precise physical measurements, and that reassuringly, timekeeping remains one of the most stable pillars of modern physics. Yeah, I'm in town visiting family. How you doing, Capil? This work, I'm not at home, I'm not at my tiny house. This work was partially supported through FQXL's Consciousness in the Physical World program. You can read more about it. Okay, okay. Oh, that's the end of that article. That was an interesting one. Let's see what else. How you doing, Reginald? Welcome in. How's it going? How you feeling today? All right, guys. I'm gonna put y'all on mute for a minute as I say bye bye to my TikTok peoples. Okay, y'all. Hold on. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Today background does not, cause I'm not at home. I muted it because I was dual streaming. I said goodbye to my TikTok stream. No, 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 I'm here. I'm here. I said goodbye to everybody on my TikTok stream. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I muted it so you guys wouldn't get confused as I say goodbye to them. Let's see. Let's find another article. Some of these they look so interesting, but then I click on them and I gotta pay to read them. Okay. Thank you, Broadway. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Okay, okay. This one is not from my usual places I read, like SciTech Daily, Science Daily. It says memory requires the brain to forget. Y'all want to hear that one? You need to forget to remember what matters. Forgetting is usually seen as a flaw in the human brain, but neuroscientist Oliver Hart argues that forgetting is in fact crucial for some of the most important parts of our brain function. If you remembered every version of every face you'd ever seen, you wouldn't be able to recognize anyone. Your brain needs to erase the clutter to generalize and see patterns. Our capacity to forget isn't a flaw of human memory, it's an incredibly useful part of its design. That's my dog back there. Every 7 to 30 seconds, Clive Waring appears in the here and now from nowhere, suddenly regaining consciousness out of nothingness. He cannot explain these extraordinary events, and so he records them in his diary immediately. 9:06 now, I am completely, overwhelmingly awake for the first time, but then he sees a previous line and reads 8:31, I am truly, fully awake for the first time. Recognizing his handwriting, he realized that he has just documented the very experience, but that is impossible because he has no memory of it, and he crosses out the earlier entry as it must have been a mistake, so it goes page after page. His wife Deborah visits him in his hospital room. He greets her effusively because he cannot remember when he last saw her. Years might have passed, and when she leaves the room briefly and returns a few minutes later, this moving scene repeats itself with the same intensity as before, as Clive has no memory of it. Like the townspeople in Groundhog Day, he completely forgets everything he experiences, but the reset happens every waking minute of the day, not once every 24 hours. Yeah, it's a dog. Clive once worked at BBC Radio 3, played several instruments, and conducted an amateur choir, and renowned expert on early music specializing in the Renaissance composer Orlando di Lasso. But in 1985, herpes simplex virus caused a brain inflammation that damaged several parts of his brain and completely destroyed the hippocampus. Since then, Clive has lived perpetually in a moment that is no longer than a minute. Whoa, and stripped of past and future. He requires permanent care. Clive's diary is like a desperate attempt to replicate the function of a failed hippocampus, which normally would continuously store what just happened and where. We are completely unaware of this, cannot consciously control it, yet it is the built-in logbook of experiences that details why we are where we are and what we have done before, so that we can make sense of our current situation, firmly linked to our past. Taylor, how's it going? Welcome in. As essential oils concentrate what defines a scent. Forgetting distills the gist of memories by removing what is irrelevant. If no lasting memory is formed when we experience an event, it is if it never happened. One cannot decide after an experience whether it may be important or should be remembered, because that only works if there is a memory in the first place. I think it turned off. I gotta charge it. Hold on. Let me plug it up for a minute. I don't know why it's so low. Let me see if I take my phone case off if it'll help. I don't know why it's so low. Does this help or not so much? I still sound the same. I don't know why on this phone is so low. It still sound the same. No difference? Yeah, I don't know. It's this phone. Hold on, guys. I'll charge my mic up for a minute. You have headphones on? Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. Is there a volume setting? Let's see. No, I don't see it. I could turn up the volume on my phone. Let's see if it helps. Does that help? Let's see. Yeah, I don't see a volume setting. I don't see a volume setting. Let me see. I'll move. Because then maybe I can have it plugged in. No, I'm good. I'm just chill. Are you new here, Taylor? I'm good. I'm inside. I prefer to be outside, but I'm good. Okay. Let's see if I can get it to work while it's plugged up. Hello? Is it better? Okay. All right. Okay. I was reading, if no lasting memory is formed when we experience an event, it is as if it never happened. One cannot decide after an experience whether it may be important or should be remembered, because that only works if there is a memory in the first place. Therefore, the brain has no choice but to automatically, indiscriminately, and comprehensively record what just transpired, a promiscuous encoding device steadily logging the events of our lives. This necessary strategy reliably locates us in space and time and ensures that we rarely fail to commit something important to memory. But it comes at a significant cost. After a short time, most of the remembered events have turned into outdated signposts to the past that are no longer relevant to explaining the present. Even more problematic, most of them detailed, trite, everyday occurrences that are little more than mnemonic deadweight. Oh man, I had to pay to finish reading it. Why they do me like that? That one was interesting. You gotta pay for everything now. It should be free. Knowledge should be free. I was reading an article. So when I use headphones. That's why. I used to do volunteer work in long-term care facilities. I would mainly do volunteer work at facilities where the residents were experiencing Alzheimer's and dementia. And there was this one lady in particular that I spent a lot of time with. Her name was Meta, and she was there with her husband. So one day I came and I was visiting with her, and she looked a little bit bothered. And she was like, can I go check on my husband? And I said, okay, I'll walk with you. So we walked around, and it was a big facility. We walked around and we went to her room, and she walked in and she saw her husband. He was laying down. He was currently ill. And she saw him and she smiled and she was okay. And I said, are you ready to go back out? And she said, yeah. As soon as we hit the door, like as soon as we were walking out the door, within that second of us hitting the threshold, we started walking again. And I saw her looking up at the room numbers. And I was like, are you okay, Miss Mata? Like, what are you looking for? And she's like, oh, I'm looking for my room. I want to go check on my husband. And I was like, okay. So we walked around again. We went inside the room. She checked on him. She wanted to leave again. And I'm telling you, as soon as we hit the door, like as soon as we hit the door, she's looking out. She was reading the numbers again for the rooms. And we did that. Now, my mom has more experience. My mom is a nurse. I'm not a nurse. My mom has more experience with these type of things. And I would ask her for help or just what should I do in certain situations. She's like, you have to be careful that you don't want to confuse them, because when they get confused, they start to get upset. So I just went along with it for like, I think we did that about 8 times. And I was like, I got to try to redirect her. And I started trying to redirect her. And at first she was kind of like resisting. But I was like, God, please help me, because I don't know what to do in this moment. And I don't know if she eventually got tired or what, but I was able to take her back into like the common area and we did something else. But I walked around that facility with her 8 times as she was looking for her husband. And she would see him, and like not even a minute later, as we were walking out, she would forget that she just checked on him. And it was just so hard. That volunteer work, it was just so hard, because the way I kind of looked at the residents there, I'm like, they're kind of lost within, they're kind of lost. I kind of viewed it as they're lost within their own minds. And they still have to function, they still have to eat, they still have to, they're in for this facility, but they're still having to manage themselves to a certain degree. And if you don't know where you are and you don't recognize people, you don't know what you're doing there, you can't remember anything, that has to be a very scary feeling. There was one woman, she carried around, and it was quite a few women, older women that did it. She would carry like baby dolls, like the toys that children carry. How you doing, Ray? Welcome in. And she would just always, and she would treat them like that they were, real babies. She would talk to them and stuff. Thank you, Franks, for the quote of the day. Thank you, Ray. And it was a bit hard. Some days it was it was very, very hard. I know one time I was volunteering and a woman came up to me and she was like, "Can you please help me? They won't let me out. They won't let me make a phone call." She was just so upset and she was crying. And sometimes, you know, there was one guy, he was angry and he was just kind of walking around watching me, and I was like, "God, please help me. I don't know what this gentleman is gonna do." He seemed like he was angry, like he wanted to do something about it. I was like, "God, please." But it's just, and they don't get a lot of visitors. I didn't ever see any the ones that I would volunteer with. I didn't see any of their family come. Holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, I didn't see any family coming to visit. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Marcel. How you doing? That is just, I don't know. It is very, it seems like a very tough job. Like my mom works in hospice, and but she had more, because she's a nurse, she had more experience with that. But I don't know how I would feel if that was like my actual job, something that I did on a regular basis, because it is a bit sad. All right, y'all, let's find another article. Y'all want more science articles, or y'all want to play the word game? We can play the word game too. Let's see what I can find. Teddy, how's it going? Oh no, we were reading about something that was a little bit sad, but I'm doing good. How you doing, Teddy? That topic we were, I was discussing, it is a bit sad, but I'm great. My day is going well. Let's see. She does. So my mom she's been a nurse, I don't know how many years, but how you doing, Tenape? But I think that's what you do for a living, and my mom have seen quite a few people pass away. You, like Mike says it all the time, you have to compartmentalize. And I think my mom is good about compartmentalizing things. That's something I struggle with. I see something sad, unfortunate, I think about it all day. I carry it with me. And I've had to learn, especially being on TikTok, how to compartmentalize, but it's not easy for me. Please change the background. I'm here in town. I'm visiting family. I'm going to be inside. Yeah, I'm going to be inside. Sometimes I got to be inside. I'm sorry. I'll be back home maybe at the end of the week, but over the next few days, I'm going to be inside. I'm sorry. It happens sometimes. Sometimes I gotta leave the woods so I can come be with family. Was I small at that time? What do you mean, Nick? Like when my mom was doing hospice nursing? Okay, guys. This one is from SciTech Daily. It says scientists uncover astonishing hidden property of light. This one came out May 1st. Scientists have discovered that light can naturally develop a hidden handedness as it travels through empty space without the need for special materials or lenses. I know you prefer me being outdoors, um I'm inside. I'm visiting family, so I'm inside. I'm sorry. Uh no, I mean I was a young adult when she became a nurse. I was in my early 20s. Okay, newly uncovered property of light suggests it may be far more self-sufficient than previously believed. Researchers at the University of East Anglia have identified a previously unknown property of light that allows it to twist, spin, and behave in unusual ways without the need for mirrors, materials, or specialized lenses. In a finding that could reshape medical diagnostics, data transmission, and future quantum systems, scientists from the UK and South Africa demonstrated that light can be programmed by taking advantage of its inherent geometry. Independent, how's it going? Thank you, Teddy. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm visiting family in a panic. I'm inside. I'll be inside for the next few days. The results challenges long-standing assumptions showing that light can develop chiral behavior, meaning it can act like a left or right hand while moving freely through space. That's cool. What is happiness for me? Um, I don't know. Just being alive, the fact that I'm alive and I'm experiencing this life, that's happiness. Seeing my girls smile, hearing their laughter, seeing my mom smile, being out in nature, seeing flowers, being able to, witness God's creation, that's happiness. According to this team, this could eventually enable light to carry information, examine biological systems, manipulate matter, and safeguard quantum signals. Chirality or handedness plays a key role in science. Many molecules, including those used in medicine, exist in left and right-handed forms that appear nearly identical but can behave very differently in the body. I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? To distinguish between them, scientists typically rely on specialized light that rotates either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Until now, generating and controlling this type of light required carefully designed surfaces, advanced materials, or intense focusing with powerful lenses. The new research shows that steps may not be necessary. Those steps may not be necessary. What's pain for me? Seeing people suffer. Our work shows that light can naturally develop this handed behavior all on its own. You have to prepare it in the right way. Most people think of light as traveling in straight lines, but scientists can also create structured light, like light whose brightness, shape, and direction are carefully arranged. He continues, one extreme example is that light that twists as it travels, forming a corkscrew shape known as an optical vortex. Each twist can carry information, making the kind of light valuable for high-speed internet, secure communications, and advanced sensors. Light can also spin as it travels depending on how it is polarized. This spin can be left-handed or right-handed, another form of chirality. Previously, the interaction between light spin and its twisting motion was thought to be extremely weak and only observable under carefully controlled conditions. The UEA team found that when light is prepared in a precisely balanced state, its spin can emerge naturally as it travels through empty space. It's time for me to hit the work. All right, Nick, I hope you have a wonderful day. Blessings to you. I'm okay, Teddy. I'm okay. I am doing good. It starts off with no spin at all. But as the beam travels forward, spinning regions appear and separate out, almost as if the spin was hiding and then revealed itself. According to Dr. Isaac Nape at the university, a university in South Africa, the explanation lies in topology, a branch of mathematics that studies the properties that remain unchanged even when objects are stretched or reshaped. To explain it, imagine a mug and a donut. He said you can morph one into the other without tearing it because they both have one hole. The hole is a topological feature. It sounds like you telling a baby a bedtime story. No, I'm reading a science article from SciTech Daily. Light appears to have its own version of the hole count, a hidden topological signature embedded in the arrangement of its polarization. This feature persists as light travels and subtly directs how the beam evolves. As the beam moves forward, this internal structure causes spinning behavior to emerge, giving researchers a new way to control light using geometry alone. This gives us completely new tuning knob for light. By adjusting its topology, we can decide how and where chirality appears. Is chirality or chirality? The implications are wide ranging. This work could lead to simpler and more sensitive medical tests, especially in drug development. He continues, it could be used to pack more information into laser beams, boosting data capacity for communications, including future quantum networks. And because the effect doesn't rely on fragile materials or precision engineered surfaces, it could be easier and cheaper to use in real world technologies. This is what rocks me to sleep. How you doing, Mike? The research could lay foundation for a new generation of light-based technologies by showing that light's behavior can be controlled using its own internal geometry. Man, that's very, very cool. Simpler medical and pharmaceutical tests using specially structured light to distinguish left and right-handed molecules vital for drug safety and disease detection. Compact optical sensors capable of identifying biological and chemical substances quickly, cheaply, and without laboratory-grade equipment. More powerful communication technologies where information is packed into multiple twisting and spinning states of light to boost data capacity and security. Advanced tools for biology and nanotechnology allowing tiny particles, cells, or molecules to be moved and rotated using light alone. More robust quantum technologies with topology helping protect delicate quantum information from noise and disruption. I'm reading a science article. The researchers say their findings challenge long held ideas about what light can do on its own. For something so familiar, light is proving to be far richer, stranger, and more powerful than anyone imagined. Well, we all knew that light is powerful. And astonishingly, this new behavior has been there all along, just waiting to be seen. I think that's cool. Yeah, they're right. There's so many implications, different applications. That is very cool. I think it's interesting how they word it. For something so familiar, light is proving to be far richer, stranger, and more powerful than anyone imagined. Yeah, that's pretty. It is strange, Teddy. It is definitely cool. So, the way I kind of, I don't know about you guys. When you guys think about God, do you view God as man? Like when a person says God, do you view God as being a man? Or how do you view God? For me, what comes to mind is just a massive light, like all encompassing light. No, I view God as light, energy, soul, mind, not personified. Science reveals God. I think we have a very similar view. 13. Thank you, Philly. I view God as light. Me and my mom were having a conversation, and I think my mom, she kind of views God maybe personified. And she was asking me some questions. I'm like, I don't really view God that way. I just kind of view him as just like a very strong, powerful light, like a spirit, but just, I don't know, this vast light. How you doing, Luis? Scripture suffer for years looking for help. The world is at our fingertips. I guess not very many people like when I'm on the inside. He doesn't choose his words by accident, and everything around us points to him in the Bible, including points to Christ. Mm, science, nothing. Science knows as much as God wants science to know. I think that science supports that there is God. And Jesus says, I'm the light of the world. There you go. All right, Teddy. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. Being comprehension. Yeah, you're very right. The light shines in darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. You're very right. You're very, very right, Mike. I'm trying to look up something. Science isn't a dirty word. Science is figuring things out. We use science, and with correct mindset, it proves God even more. I believe so. I believe so. A lot of people believe that science and, you know, faith, um, religion, God is at odds with each other. But I think that science points to God. But what you said is true, Mike. Reading comprehension is very important. I think that people, like we talked about this before, there's all these theories, and sometimes the theories are wrong. They do that all the time. Sometimes there's been long-standing theories, and then a new discovery comes out, and they say, okay, well, that wasn't exactly correct. But I think that people have a tendency to look at when there's inconsistencies and something has to be proven wrong, that it's like they tend to just like write off science altogether, like, oh, it's not right. But I mean, that's how we learn. We're just studying the world around us. We need that. We need that. I find the scripture, if I wasn't mowing, but the one about the very cosmos is proof enough. That's just one. We see little engines and cells. It's in our face. How you doing? Where's Waldo? Welcome back in. How you been? I'm doing very good. I'm doing very good. I'm trying to find the scripture, Mike. You know what book it was in? I'm doing very good. I know there's it's somewhere in Psalms about the stars. Let's see. I was reading a science article, and then we started chatting about just God and science. I believe that many people in here believe that science supports God. It points back to God. You're a science guru? Are you really? He determines the number of the stars. He gives to all of them their names. I think it was last night we were reading about it wasn't last night, it was Sunday night. We were reading in, was it Joshua or is in Judges, where all the people came together and Joshua was talking to them, and he was, basically reaffirming, like, are you going to follow God? And they said that they would follow his command, his decrees, his laws. And he said that that rock, that stone was a witness. Judges, He said that that stone was a witness to what they said, you know. Thank you guys for liking the live. God, super supreme power. Oh, so I'm not at this. I live in a tiny house. This isn't my house. I'm visiting family. I come to town. I visit family. You know, I spend time. I visit, and then I go back home. But yeah, people come on and they don't like me. It's I can't really do. I could go outside, but it was windy earlier. But I mean, it's not the woods. It's not like where I live at, so it's not gonna be the same experience. But I can't do nothing about that really. I tried to go in the front, but there is a bird that has a nest on the porch, and she didn't seem too happy about me being out there. So I came back in and give her little space. You just came back from tending to your garden. That's cool. That's cool. It's supposed to be hot today. Where my tiny house is, it's supposed to be hot. I checked earlier and it said it was gonna be 90 degrees today. I'm hoping it's not that hot. I'm talking about my house, Kapil. Mm-mm-mm. John 1:5. Okay, let's look it up. Thank you, Mike. How you doing, Broadway? It's overcast there, but it's a bit warm. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Job 26:7. He stretches out the north over empty space and hangs the earth on nothing. Isaiah 40. Couple short ones then apply what we know from science, and we're still learning. God is hard to comprehend, but He gave us cosmos that's so incomprehensible. We will likely just keep learning. The book of Job, I like the book of Job too. Mother Nature, right now, not in nature. Okay, Mike. Thank you, darling. Sometimes I'm sorry, Kapil. I know you're upset about me not being outside, but sometimes, I gotta come. My family doesn't live in the woods, they live in the city, and I gotta come, I gotta come where they are so I can be with them. It's okay. It's okay to come be with them for a while. Show them I love them, be here for them, whatever they need. I think that's important. It's important to spend time with family. I don't like being in the city, but I also love them, so I gotta come where they are. They don't have the same schedule. God has blessed me. I can come and go freely whenever I want to. Yeah. So I'm blessed. It's a blessing that I can come and go where, they can't do that. I'm not gonna hold that against them. So I go to where they are. Yeah. I wanna see my mom. I wanna be around you know, want to be around her. I understand. I appreciate that, Kapil, but I want to be around my mama. It's important to me that I spend time with her, see her. You know, Yaya is also in town. I want to be around my baby too. It's okay. I'll be back in the woods. Tonight, we are going to be playing Uno, and then we're going to play. We're going to play some Connect Four. I'm kind of nervous about that Connect Four. I ain't going to lie. I'm kind of nervous about the Connect Four. I'm going to give it my best try. I'm going to give it my best try. We shall see. We shall see. I'm going to get some more games little by little. I should be. Oh, yeah. All right then, Mike. All right then. I am a little bit nervous about Connect Four. You got to be really paying attention. And then if you're playing with somebody good, when you play with somebody really good, you got to really plan out your moves. You ready to win? Oh, you should, Broadway. We don't get to keep them with us forever. Elton, how are you? We don't get to keep them with us forever. I talk to them when I'm at home. I talk to my mom every day, multiple times a day, but it's not the same as seeing her, spending time with her. Little kid, how's it going? It's always if you can. Now I understand not everybody has good relationships with their parents. Some people have very complicated relationships with their parents, and maybe they don't want to visit, they want to stay away. I understand that. But yeah, I have a good relationship with my mom. You taking mom to Galveston the weekend? Guess what, guys? I keep forgetting that is this weekend is Mother's Day. I keep forgetting that it's this weekend Mother's Day. Thank you for reminding me. On her way to work in the morning. I keep forgetting. Thank you for reminding me. 13. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I forgot. Yesterday, Yaya asked me, she said, Mama, what would you like for Mother's Day? It didn't even occur to me that it's this weekend. Me and my mom don't see eye to eye, but I will visit for Mother's Day. I understand, where's Waldo. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes we don't get to choose our family. And sometimes, it can be very complicated. But I think it's nice you go visit for Mother's Day. Family is a very complex, unfortunately. It can be very complex. It can be very hard for some people. Tell them to give you vegetables and fruit. I told her, I said, you can give me flowers, a plant or something. Thank you for reminding me, 13, because I sure did forget. She doesn't respect my relationship. I understand, Waldo. I can understand that. I can understand that. Not everybody has loving parents. Not everybody has a loving mother. Some people, it's for their own benefit, their best interest for them not to be around, not to have a close relationship, not to be in close distance with their parents. You can choose your mate, but you can't choose your family. Yeah. That's why I tell my girls, I'm like, it's very important who you choose as friends and as a romantic partner, because you you get that choice. Yeah, we don't get to choose our family, unfortunately. Why is it that there's always that one family member, one or two family members? Everybody's family has that. Some people have more than others. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. It is lunchtime. I'm hungry. Just leave and be. Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Some people don't take accountability. You can try to work, work on their relationship, but it takes two people to have a relationship. I'll be back on later on tonight so we can play the games. Uno and Connect Four. I have met anyone like her. Reminds me of Claire High School, but yeah, it's lunchtime for me. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for. Don't forget to like the live if you haven't before you leave. The white, is it the white or the white? I'll be back on later on tonight, 8:30 Central Standard Time. Not Central Standard, Central Daylight Time. I always forget that. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. I don't know what they do. Thank you, 13. All right, y'all. Bye bye. See you. Hope you have a good day. Go get some lunch. Taco Tuesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Go have you some tacos, okay? Bring have you some tacos. Might get you some tacos today. All right, y'all. Bye bye.